Alright, so we're going hunting tonight. I look goofy with this hood on. So we've got what we're gonna call our home base right back there. So we got a tent that actually fits in the back of the truck. It's made for going into the back of a truck. I'm walking over to the area where I'm gonna build between a shelter slash hide, and we're gonna be out all night since I got off early today and I don't have to work tomorrow. Okay, it's not super fresh. It's definitely not from like a night or two. It's been there for a while, but we can see all that in there is all torn up. But I figured right over here, let's look at this. Yeah, look at that. So that's a day or two. Look at all this. Let's scope the area real quick. So we got some wood down here, so that's good because I can use that wood to make stakes. So typically when I make a shelter, I like to do kind of like an A-frame. So I'll tie a ridge line and I'll do a tarp over it, and then I'll tuck it under so I'm not laying directly on the ground, then I'm actually laying on the tarp. So that's one way to do it. Another option is I could stake the back end down and then have it come up this way and put two cut, something like 8 or 10 inches pieces of wood, stake the ends, and then tie them out like 45 degrees. Instead of tying two out this way, I would actually tie the strings out this way, and it'd be more of like a lean-to type of shelter. Unfortunately, I don't have a great spot for it where I want to be. So do I let the comfort dictate where I go, or do I let where I go dictate the comfort, I guess, is the question. And this ain't about comfort, so it's gonna be cold and uncomfortable tonight. I can set my tripod and rifle up right here, and pigs have came out from over there all the way around this entire area. And there's a little bit of a path. All I gotta do is clear this out and this, so when I'm walking through it, I don't make any noise. But okay, first things first is clearing some of this out, just to show you what we deal with here in the beautiful state of Texas. Let's look at the size of these freaking thorns. See it, even the thorns have thorns. Yeah, there we go. So I don't want to get cut up and bloody, but I'm gonna saw some of this stuff out of the way just to kind of clean it up a little bit and go from there. I got this little area cleared out. The next thing that I did is I didn't want to cut too much down because it's basically anything that's gonna hit me in the face, scratch my head, chest, arms, anything like that, I kind of cleared out. So there's a few spots here. This branch right here, which is face height, I used my knife and I just smacked all the thorns, broke all the thorns off, so there's nothing, I don't say there's nothing sharp, there's no thorns that's gonna at least hit me in the face if I'm not paying attention. Maybe I'll take that one off too, just because that's right at my face. Okay, I'm gonna take my tarp and I'm gonna stake the ends into the ground. I'm gonna spread it out and I'm gonna stake the back ends into the ground, and then I'm gonna build, I'm gonna cut up I'm gonna use some downed wood. I'm gonna cut up 2 sticks, 8 to 10 inches high. I'll kind of figure it out. Okay, so the more like dense the wood, the better, the stronger. So this is pretty good. It's not real brittle, and this is fairly straight. So I'll cut it right here, and then that'll give me It'll give me a good couple stakes. See how many I need. That'll give me 1, 2, 3 or 4. That'll work good. This property out here has a lot of skunks. That means with as rutted up as the ground is over here, there's very easily a skunk burrow that's covered up. And one thing I absolutely do not want is to be confronted by an angry skunk. I've got my sticks, and I just kind of got a point on one end. Guys, go pick up this knife. It is a badass knife. It is a Tops SXS. Go get one. So I sharpened the two ends, and then so basically I'll drive this down into the ground, and this will rest on top to get that lift. And then I'll run some paracord out at an angle, and I'll make some more stakes. I can stake those into the ground, and that'll get me that lift. And then I've got this that's gonna go on top. I didn't get my hide finished. It's starting to get dark, so I came and got my arms, my rifle, and what I'll do is I'll get it set up. That way I can continue on my hide, because it doesn't matter whether or not I have the hide. What matters is if I had my gun. Once I get my gun set up, I'll keep working on the hide. That way I can peek around and see what's going on. Show you how I got this rigged. I got the two sticks, and then I got that stretched out, and then I got the same thing over there, and then I just used those little stakes. I did stake it down in the back, so it's kind of like a lean-to type. And then from this position, I can just kind of relax. Oh, button. That's one thing. If anyone is worn a ghillie suit, it's a pain in the ass. They're not worth it. I have it on right now more for warmth than anything. But look at that. That blends in pretty well. Now normally what I would do is get some of the leaves and stuff and throw all that crap on top so it really blends in. But again, it just really serves a purpose to give me a little bit of time. If let's say a pig or something comes in behind me, I can make some kind of decision. Holy shit, this thing came right at me. Alright, we got pigs. Let's go. Alright, they were just looking this way, so I gotta take it nigh up. There we go. So I gotta take it nice and easy. He's looking right this way. This is the aftermath. I think literally about 10 of them just took off, but we're gonna go clear them out and then head home.